For today's video, if you remember back a few videos ago when I did the fence, that the gate here had to be moved back. So I've got one gate for this side of the property. I've got one gate to get on that side. But I wanted it to be initially, we put it, well, you can see where it was. It went across here. And the reason I wanted to do that is it would give enough room to drive from the shop side and David's house side to what will be our house side over there. But because I had to move it back there, I need to, and there's a ditch that runs down here all the way from the lake, and it goes out to the creek in the back. So I need to make a crossing, and I was going to do it over here, but I think what I'm going to do is this is the back side of the shooting range. I am going to cut it through. I already brought the excavator over yesterday. Dropped the thumb. I'm going to take these trees down. So I got a 20-foot, 24-inch double-wall culvert pipe. So I'm going to put that in here, and I'm going to do it from the other side. So I'm going to take these down, and I'll probably just trim some of these branches back right there, and I think that'll be a good spot for it. So I'm gonna go around the other side. I'll get a shot of it from the other side as well. Okay, here's a shot from this side while the Kobelco warms up. So you can see the shooting range right there, and the backstop goes to about here. So I'm gonna clear from here and 20 feet, which is just about where that pine tree is over there. So I'm going to take this out, get all those trees down. I'm going to lay them over there, and I'll move them with the forks and take them down. I got a big burn pile down in the lake bottom, so I'm going to take everything down there. So yep, and there's the pipe that the manhole that I had. I call it a manhole. It is a overflow as well, but I'm not going to use it over here. I don't think I'm going to use this one out on the lake. The outlet size is too small. I could cut it bigger, but I'm going to use a bigger pipe than that, so I don't think I'm going to use that. I'll probably use it somewhere, but I'm not going to use it over there. So once this warms up, I'm going to get to it.
That's that old four-wheel don't like cold weather.
Well, this morning, that's why I didn't like that crossed out this morning either. I said, I'm going to wait till it warms up. Not too bad now.
It's getting nice now.
I hope that's not a sign of things to come. Pretty good last winter. You don't need...
You know, last winter we had a mild winter, didn't we?
I'm hoping. That's usually when it doesn't happen. We want it to.
Oh, I done right about the middle. Well,
Okay. Yep. Good. Here's a little look to put it into perspective. 16-foot trailer, 24-inch pipe. There's the truck. So when you see it get picked up and dropped in with the excavator, it doesn't quite look as big, but I figured I'd give you a shot of that. I hit the heavy lift button, which is next to the pre-warm button, and when you hit the heavy lift button, it's made so that when you are lifting something heavy, supposedly around someone, it cuts the travel speed down so that you don't make any unnecessary movements. When we bought the property, there was hardly anything even here. I'm going to repeat this process about 30 times back and forth, so that's why I'm not going to put music to it, and I'm not going to show you more than this one, but I figured I'd speed it up because it's a little more boring to watch than it was even to drive back and forth 30 times, so I'll spare you from having to watch it. The delay in the start and stop here is when I'm making the long trek. I've got the tractor in high range, and I've got to switch it down to low to dump it. So that's what you'll see. And a few times the start and stop is, in case you wondered. the end of the day. I got most of it tracked in, and I still got to build it up a little bit more, and I got to get some riprap for here, and I want to get some stone to top dress this sand. I got plenty of sand, but I don't have stone. And I also want to build up this berm behind the shooting range now that I can get right at it. I pushed it up a little bit with the excavator, but now I can bring in some loads and build that up. It's my wonderful neighbor in the back grinding up some trees. What else? I don't know. Went pretty good. Not too much. There's really wasn't too many trees in there, so. And I'll have to clean out the rest of this ditch. And not a lot of water goes through here. The former owner of the lake, I should say sand pit, he used to pump the water to keep it down, and he would pump it through. The pipe came up and it went all the way from the lake. This ditch comes all the way from the front where those ditch ponds are that I cleaned last year, or almost 2 years ago now. So that would come all the way down, and then it goes all the way down through the woods. Like all back here is all trails I've got in the woods, and there's a creek back there. So that's where this goes. So really not too much water is ever going to go through this anyway, but I just wanted to have it just in case. So again, I've got to go to the quarry and get some stone and get some riprap, and I still want to build this up a little bit so it's crowned, so the water will run down in here, and on that side, so the water won't erode it. But I still got to get some stone on here. So that's that. And my next video, I had somebody ask me to if I would review some products. So Super Clean, bunch of cleaning products and absorbing like oil absorber. So they sent me a hat and a shirt, and the next video I do after this one, I'm going to do a review on them, see how they work. I've already done a couple little things with them. So, and they're going to do a giveaway, which is nice. They're going to do a giveaway. This camera, the camera's on this side. I want to look at the camera, but I got to look that way. So I'm going to do, they said they would do a giveaway, so what I'm going to do is on the next one after, make a comment, tell us what you want to clean, and what you'll do with it, and I'll either pick who I think gives the best one, or I'll get a random, there's a program where I can do a random generator. I'll put the names in, and it'll do a random thing, and they're going to send out a whole bunch of products, which I'll show on the next video after this one. So again, thanks for watching, and I'll be sure to get that one up soon. Well, one last thing. This morning I took a couple hours and I wanted to build up the shooting range, the back of the shooting range. I still have to go around the side because the shooting range is pretty big, so you can shoot both ways. But I still have to go around the side. But I had to take down some limbs so I don't kill the tree. Got to keep it away from the tree. And I drove over this probably 100 times today. So I was hoping after it rained I would put some stone down over it, but it's mashed down pretty good. I tracked it in yesterday with the excavator, and I put about 4 more buckets over it and back dragged it. So it's pretty hard, and I'll put 4 inches of stone over this, and I got to fix these, taper them back, and I've got some old concrete down in the back. I might see if I've got some pieces that are small enough, and instead of getting riprap. So I'll do both sides here. If not, I'll get some, but I don't really care what it looks like here because you don't really see it. So if I can use the concrete I've got, that'll be good. And I'm going to put a little dissipator pad on each end as well, so that when the water comes down, it'll have a little couple of foot of a basin there. So I just figured I'd do that. I still got to get rid of the brush pile, but just a little update at the end of the video that I thought I did yesterday, but I said, oh, let me add this in. So again, thanks for watching, and I'll catch you on the next one.